Hey guys, welcome back to the Capital Mindset Show. Today's going to be a quick, short video. It's going to be about Tesla stock. We already know what's going on. A lot of people have been talking about it here today, and it's down about 8.9%, so let's say 9% here today, on news that they're apparently going to be laying off a bunch of people. I actually want to showcase that. So you might have heard this already. There's an email apparently Musk sent out where he's saying he's going to lay off about 10% of the headcount currently. And the reason why we're even talking about this is actually because I made this short yesterday, and you might have seen it, you might not have seen it, but I posted here on YouTube. I post it on Instagram first, so I tend to post news updates first on Instagram, then on YouTube. But yep, that's how it goes. And in this one, I did talk about why I do think, and if you guys are curious, you guys can watch it. It's under 60 seconds, or I think it's exactly at 60 seconds. I talk about why it is I think Elon Musk was doing that whole move of, oh, let's work from home. By the way, the credit of all of this goes to my wife. The only reason why this video even exists is that she pushed me to do it, but she knew about this way long ago because she's very intertwined within that whole landscape of tech recruiting. So she understands or knows about things before they actually go off. So she actually was talking about the Carvana thing as well before. But also, none of this is actually really new news. I actually want to showcase something I do on the Discord community. I do calls every Monday and Tuesday or anytime something crazy happens, but for sure at least every Monday. I talk about what's the week ahead, kind of the week before, anything news related that happened. And I noticed that there was an interesting point that I made on the 17th, and actually 5/17/2022 to be exact. So I said Tesla CEO, and this was point number 1, Elon Musk expressed concerns over a recession. 7 days ago, so 7 days before this, so on the 10th, there was an announcement of a slowdown in production due to a part shortage. The news seemed to be picking this up today on 5/17/2022 for some reason, highlighting the point of weakness for the company. So with that being said, I just kind of want to discuss this. So it's kind of a couple reasons that we want to go over this. Well, one, the news seems to not really get things very quickly. And oftentimes it takes a while for the news to kind of catch up to things. So sometimes the news isn't actionable news, right? So now I stand really behind that video I made yesterday a lot now, especially now when we consider, okay, this email leaked. And yesterday I was making, the implications that Elon Musk is doing that to save the company some money. It's a smart move. It makes it so that some employees want to leave. Now, here's the risk, right? There's benefits and there's risks. What are some of the risks? Well, the risk is they lose a lot of talent. Okay. What if the good talent wants to work from home and the bad talent is one that wants to come in, or there's a mix of few, but maybe they're going to lose some good talent. Maybe that talent that leaves is going to be really good. On the good news, or the potential good thing is you're going to stay with all the employees that are very loyal to the company. The ones that say, I want to work for Tesla regardless. I want to work for Tesla in the office. I want to work for Tesla from home. I don't care. I just want to work for Tesla. So that's a way of doing it. But it's a different strategy from, let's say, a form of Pareto distribution analysis regarding an employee workforce and seeing who's actually contributing the most. It's a bit risky on this front, but it could be done, or it could be, it could turn out well. Let's just say that. Now, regarding this whole shebang with Tesla, I want to say that it's without a doubt that Tesla is a luxury car manufacturer. It's no secret to those of you who have been, following the channel for quite some time. I'm getting a new Tesla, and if I invested solely based off of that fact, you might say the research is, oh, everyone's getting a Tesla. I look around, a lot of people have Teslas. That must mean we must buy Tesla stock because the company's going to go to the moon. Not necessarily. In fact, turns out you can't just go to a store and look at the SKUs and consider that research. Actually, Peter Lynch more talks about it as a form of kind of inquiry. What companies are making an impact, and then you do further research from there, okay? I'm more than welcome, by the way, to have anyone on the channel to dispute these claims, okay, or dispute these facts, or we can talk about different facts, right? And I've had people on this channel before, Tesla bulls, one in particular thus far, but again, this is an open invitation to any other YouTuber who watches this and wants to actually talk about it. If you are bullish on Tesla and then you want to make those cases known, we can have a discussion. You can reference the other video I did, and you can see kind of the format that it will be in. It's not going to be hostile by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, of course, with that being said, I want to kind of give more of the context as to what we discussed previously on Tesla or on this potential problems that the company might be facing. Well, regarding everything, we've talked about ad nauseum about the liquidity crunch, okay? And we're kind of turning that chapter now as of yesterday officially. I guess there's a dedicated video, but we've known or we've been talking about it for quite some time. But for the newer viewers who are watching, this channel has been talking about something called the liquidity crunch for a very long time now. And something like Tesla, when you consider under the context that it is a luxury vehicle manufacturer, should of course have some problems with their sales. It is of no surprise that there might be some sort of slowdown when you consider the price of these cars and the fact that when we observed, for example, Walmart, when we observed Target, we saw a decline in a bit of discretionary spending. Well, cars are not too far away from that. In fact, they're very close to that. And we also talked about in the context, and this actually was in the general Discord community with Ally Bank and other banks that are focused on that subprime auto loan sales. So with that, or subprime auto loan loans, okay? With that being said, I have a little bit of, doubt as far as the medium to short term market regarding this. And I think Elon Musk is not stupid, and he sees this and he needs to adapt his company for this new environment. Okay, we were in a previous environment and now we're in the new environment where things have to kind of slow down. We're seeing the previous observable effects where when the news is really late to the party, when again we've been talking about the liquidity crunch for quite some time, they're late to the party. Now everyone's kind of adapting to these effects. Okay, so all that being said, it's not to take away from the fact that Tesla is a good company. It is a good company. I do think so. I think they are making a lot of strides. I'm a happy consumer. I know a lot of happy consumers with Tesla. But it's not perfect. And I would argue that if you're invested in Tesla and you didn't know about that news actually from way back when, that this was actually happening, then that's a bit of a problem, you see, because when you're in a company that is priced for perfection, and I think no one is really disputing that Tesla is not priced for these things not happening. Tesla is priced for these things happening, and they could happen, okay? They very much could happen, but it's priced for it. So what that means is you have to actually keep track and make sure the company is executing. We've seen this time and time again. There's plenty of examples all throughout the stock market history where companies are priced for perfection. Sure, they might achieve perfection, but you must make sure that they are. And when a company is priced for perfection, you need to know everything that that company is doing. When a company is priced for failure, then you don't need to pay attention as much as you might say when a company's priced for perfection, because your claims is that more things can go wrong than right and you'll still come out on top. When you're priced for perfection, everything has to go right for you to come out on top. Okay, so those are some just food for thought that I want to leave you guys off with. And kind of just closing thoughts, if you guys are interested in actually keeping up to date with some of the news that I do provide here and there, feel free to check me out on Instagram, and I do post those on YouTube. But remember that YouTube restricts you on the time frame. So some of you might have noticed that I did post a video both on Instagram and YouTube the other day, but it cut off randomly, and that's because that's on YouTube. Okay, YouTube Shorts actually limits you to about 60 seconds as far as I'm aware. Instagram and TikTok are a little bit more lenient as to the time frame at which you can post a video. So I'm able to post things. And then on that, I can actually post anywhere from anywhere, any update I really desire. So I can post, when I'm working, when I'm running. I did a short when I was running actually the other day. And I like to do it sometimes in my backyard and so get some fresh air and walk around and, kind of a relaxing tone, different from the typical YouTube videos. But as always, you can come to the longer videos for longer form content. That's pretty much it for this update. On that note, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.